Wastelands are cruel and mean, ragged old weeds and scrub oak trees. Pass along, little I know, an educated mind of a 13-year-old. Like your catfish smacking, you serve it on a platter. You like the truth, I reckon, you serve it on a platter. My heart was just for breaking, I served it on a platter. The truth is for the taking. The truth is for the taking. Serve it up.
Welcome to today's outdoor cooking experience. I bought myself some Firebox Box Pots and I thought we'd cook some muffins. Let's go and get set up.
Serve it up. The soup is on its kitchen sink, beef and barley and pinto beans. Left on move from a month ago, that's when my baby walked out the door. You like your catfish blackened, you serve it on a platter. You like the truth, I reckon, you serve it on a platter. My heart was just for breaking, I served it on a platter. The truth is for the taking. The truth is for the taking. Serve it up. Serve it up.
Hello beautiful people. Firebox Box Pot. I thought they looked interesting, so I bought a couple along with one of their pizza type stones that go in the bottom, and I thought I'd do some real baking today. I've got some butter, some sugar, some oil, 2 eggs, bit of baking powder, and I've also got some buckwheat flour. I'm basically gonna mix it all up in that bowl, get the little greaseproof paper in there, fill it up, piece of greaseproof paper on top, and then after that we're going to set him on low in the Firebox titanium with a Trangia. And I know it's not going to cook on top, but I've got another alcohol stove that I'm going to place on top of the lid, and hopefully I'll get some heat from the top as well, and that might bake our blueberry muffin. I forgot to mention that I've got some blueberries that I've cooked up and put blueberry muffins on top. Hopefully they're going to sink through. We'll end up with a nice blueberry muffin in 25 minutes. And I say 25 minutes because that's approximately how long that alcohol is going to last in there. I'm in a place called Cheddar Reservoir today, and I'll tell you more about that once we get the muffin in the oven. I'm also going to use this stove I got from Amazon. It's a knockoff of the Soto cassette stove. Right, there's not going to be any measurements whatsoever with this. Let's just get it done. Bit of butter. In there. Some sugar. I see people all the time on YouTube and they've used packet mixes. I've used packet mixes myself in the past. But today I thought, you know what, I'll just go for it for real. Got a handle somewhere. There we go. Let's crank him up. I'm hoping that's all going to melt and blend into one. Got one of my Silverantoutdoors bowls out today as well. I thought that would be an ideal thing to cook up in. Make some make some mix, chuck a bit of oil in. Switch him off, he's done now. This is almost like real-time cooking, isn't it? Little bit of baking powder to give it a bit of rise. If I can do this out here, you should be able to do this anywhere. Mix it in, separating a bit. I'm not bothered about that. How's that? It's good enough to hold a couple of eggs. He'll come back, I hope. Just put a tiny bit of flour in there, hopefully I can unsplit him. Whip him up. Yeah, I was interested in the Firebox Box Pots, and I've seen a bit of baking done in them. I thought that would be really, really interesting to try, and try it out in the real world, and then see how we get on. Right, all we're going to do now, add a bit of flour to bind them all together. I was mixing this up and I was thinking to myself, what lunatic actually tries to go do some baking on a borrowed bench by the side of a lake? I must be off my head. But at least this will prove that it can be done. All mixed up. So just a quick recap. I've got my pizza stone in the bottom there, and I've made greaseproof paper mould or cover or whatever you want to call it. I'm getting plenty of air bubbles and rise coming on from this, so we're just going to chuck him straight in. I'm hoping not to make a mess. I thought, what a great way to christen the box pots, or one of them at least, by making a cake. Let me scrape out. You'll notice that I haven't measured anything whatsoever. I just thought I'd go for it. I thought so. With this Silverant titanium, it's a lovely, lovely bowl, but things tend to get caught up in the bottom of it. So, all right there? You can tell I'm not alone. Let's go in with the blueberries. Double wrap these in the hope it wouldn't make a mess everywhere. That's the easiest way. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll rip the bottom out. No, we won't. We're tipping in. Tipping in. You can tell I'm making this up on the fly, can't you? Nice healthy blueberries, full of antioxidants. That's what I'm told anyway. Just give him a bit of a jiggle. Spread him out a bit. I actually had a piece of greaseproof I was going to put on top, but I don't think I'm going to bother with that. We're just going to go au naturel. Just to show you what I've done, I've put a couple of fire sticks at that height. I've got him on with the flame adjuster, and I've got a reasonable-ish kind of heat going on. And we just sit that bad boy on top. Right, we're all set up. I've got a little speedster stove, and it's got a very small aperture on the top. So I'm hoping if I sit this on top of here, that this should burn for quite a long time. The only thing I'm concerned about is the fact that some of this alcohol might seep out and go through the straining holes and poison me. So what I thought I'd do is put that little bit of tin foil around. And he should give me a nice gentle burn on top. That in conjunction with a windshield, who knows, it might just work. So there we are, all set up. We got heat from the bottom, we got heat from the top. It's time to sit back and relax and wait for me muffin. I'm hoping you can see that. He's caught a little bit more on top than what I wanted. Certainly plenty of heat on top now. Gosh, I think we're burning. I couldn't get my mic sorted out when I saw it, so I thought, do you know what, I'll just sit him out of the way. I thought that was steam, but I actually think it's smoke. Okay, we'll let him cool down a bit and then we come back to him. I didn't even have time to make me a cup of coffee. I was trying to sort a couple of bits out and I didn't even get the kettle on. Let's have a look at this. Do you know what? I think he's well done. I couldn't believe I had so much alcohol left. So what I thought I'd do, instead of wasting it, I'll see if I can boil my kettle up on that. I can't believe it. One fill of alcohol from my Trangia, and I've got boiling hot water and a cooked muffin. That's just unbelievable. Oh, of course, I had a bit of alcohol on top as well. So today's been a bit of a surprise. I didn't expect that at all. When you go out and do these little experiments, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And sometimes you're just like unbelievably surprised. Now for the moment of truth, I guess. How did he do? Considering I didn't measure anything like quantities. Okay. It's a bit tough, but you know, I'll go with that. Yeah, that's where I smelled burning on the bottom. Okay. But to be fair, let's try a bit. That's pretty good. Let's cut us a slice. It's all a bit of trial and error today. It's the first time I've done this. So you can see the fruit sunk down to the bottom as I expected. So apart from that little bit of burn in there, I think he's turned out fantastically well. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Tastes good too. I'm at a place called Cheddar Reservoir. There's a pumping station up on the right hand side, and there's one down on that side as well. And there's some big pipe work, and obviously it goes through and then feeds the water pipes, etc. That made no sense at all, did it? It holds the water that ends up in people's houses. That's probably better. And I've been really lucky today with the weather. So what have we learnt today? We've learnt that you can bake a cake inside a Firebox Box Pot using an alcohol stove. How effective the little alcohol stove on top was, I'm not 100% sure, but he is done. Obviously, if I did this again, I would probably measure some ingredients properly rather than just chucking everything in. But to be honest, that's the way I cook. I just tend to throw everything in. So I'm really pleased with the way that turned out. I hope you've enjoyed coming along for this little experiment. If you want to see me cook something else up in the box pot, leave a comment and I'll see what I can do. I'll leave you with the view.
Sun shining down on me, oh, what a brand new day. Nothing can bring me down, nothing can get in my way. Sometimes it just so feels right in your life. I feel alive again, I feel alive again. I feel alive again, I feel alive again. Something must be in the water, oh, to make me feel this way. I feel so good, I don't think words could ever explain. Oh no. Sometimes it just so feels right in your